Hello and welcome back to Mindset Matters. My name is Victoria Williamson. I'm feeling extra grateful to be here today because I missed a week last week. I lost my voice for almost 2 weeks straight. I feel like even now it's still not 100%, but there was a few days there where I literally was like just sitting in silence all day. I had to take a couple days off work. It was not great. Anyways, I'm happy to be back and recording today. We'll see if I'm able to get this up ASAP Rocky and upload tomorrow. But anyways, I'm really excited about today's topic. And I want to introduce you to the possibility mindset. That's what I'm calling it, the possibility mindset. So I realized I had this kind of deep realization the other week that I almost had lost a bit of the magic of life. You guys know I talk a lot about how life should be exciting and how we should be happy that we don't know what's going to happen and how that makes life exciting, right? And I realized that in the last couple of months, I've kind of lost this sense of wonder and I've lost this sense of possibility, if you will. And I will attribute a lot of that to my injury. I think because I've been waiting to get surgery for my knee, activity wise, I've been very limited. And so because of that, I haven't really been dreaming a lot about life. I haven't been thinking about travel. I haven't been thinking about, exciting things that I could be doing or just like little but exciting things like going on a little road trip or going and exploring the woods, during fall. I love to do fall hikes. Can't really do that right now. So I had this realization that I haven't been thinking about the possibility of life. And the reason I had the realization was because I was talking to a friend and we were talking loosely about possible plans for next summer. And they're exciting plans. And I hope that they can happen. But essentially, it's all up in the air. Summer's still kind of far away, so who knows? But after that conversation with that friend, I genuinely felt this like refreshed feeling where like deep within my soul, I was like, oh my God, like I feel brand new. Like what's going on here? So I kind of unpacked it and this idea of this possibility mindset came to me. So that's what we're going to dive into today. I want to talk about what I feel like this mindset is, what it isn't, what we need to be careful of when we're thinking of the possibility mindset, and all that good stuff. So thank you for joining me. I've got my tea here. Feel free to pause the video, make yourself a little tea, get cozy, and let's get into the possibility mindset. So before we continue on with the podcast, I just want to share with you a couple of my journals that I'm now selling through Amazon. So this brand new journal, and if you're watching this on video, just take a look at this beautiful journal. It is so stinking cute. I'm so proud of this. It's a nice, perfect shade of blue. We've got some white flowers on it. And it says resilience, presence, gratitude. Those are the themes. The spine as well says mindset matters. And when you flip through the book, hope you can hear that. I love that sound. When you flip through the book, each page has a little motivational reminder, a little happy kind of quote of the day, if you will. And there's over 200 pages in here, so it's a nice, thick journal. It will last you a while. So please, please, please definitely check this out. This would also make a great gift. I know the holidays are coming up, so go grab yourself a journal, support me. I would love that. And of course, we've got the Mindset Matters Gratitude Journal, which I've talked about on here before, but this one's all about expressing gratitude each day. And it really does help put you in a positive headspace. So just wanted to share those again with you. Please go check out my website. It's mindsetmatterswithvic.com. And if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe, like the video, leave me a comment if you feel so inspired, and that would just really help me out. So thank you again for all the support. I love, love, love you guys, and I really appreciate it. Okay, back to this idea of possibility, the possibility mindset. The possibility mindset is the idea that life provides us with endless possibilities, that we should be looking forward to things in life, and we should always have things that we're excited about or that we are looking forward to, no matter what our situation is, and it could be big or small. It's like having this level of, we're always dreaming about something. There's some sort of exciting possibility that's like awaiting us down the future. And what I think can happen, and what I think happened with me, is we can get kind of stuck in our day-to-day, stuck in our routines. Maybe we're not feeling fulfilled with what we're doing, our everyday. And that's when that kind of dream state or this possibility mindset can kind of dwindle, where we're just stuck in our routines, our day-to-day. We're doing the same things all the time. Nothing's really changing. Maybe we're craving change. Maybe we're not craving change, and we don't even notice this is happening. And don't get me wrong, I love routines. Routines, habits shape who we are, and they're so, so important, and I love my routines. But I think now with me, it's like teaching again, it gets so busy that I feel like it consumes most of my time, and I'm not necessarily able to spend as much time doing other things that I love. So that's something that's been a challenge for me to balance. And because of this busyness, my weekends were spent kind of just resting. I didn't really want to do much. And again, with my injury, I wasn't thinking about all the possibilities that life has to offer. So when I had this conversation with my friend about these kind of loose plans for next summer, I realized like, oh my gosh, I have been missing out on this possibility. And the idea that there's so many things that could happen and so many great possibilities that are awaiting us. And what this does is it kind of kicks a little fire under your butt to be like, whoa, well, get in motion. You know, if you want to make these happen, if you want these possibilities to come true, you know, what do you have to do now? What action do you actually have to take, right? Because I think it's easy to dream like, oh, one day this would be great or this would be so cool. But when you kind of have it a little more put together than that, which for me, the possibility mindset is like, okay, these are real things that could happen, but not if I just stick in the same situation that I'm in, right? If I keep just sticking to the exact same thing, which is not really getting me anywhere, how can I expect these possibilities to kind of open up and for these opportunities to come to me? So for that, I think it's really about showing up as the person you see yourself as if that possibility were to come up. If this opportunity found you, would you be ready for it? Would you be in a situation where you could take it? If not, like, well, what could you do to kind of get yourself ready? Because I think that's kind of what manifestation is you're putting out the ideas, you're putting out the things that you want to happen, and then you're taking action towards it. It's not just okay to write it down and say, oh, I want this, but you have to think of actual ways you can take action towards those things. Again, this conversation with my friend, it just gave me like this zest for life again that I think I've been missing. This idea of like, wait, my knee's gonna be healed and I'm gonna kind of feel like I have part of my life back that's been missing. And I'm thinking about these possibilities, and it's so exciting, and it's making me feel just refreshed and renewed and like, okay, well, let's take some action now towards what I want to be and what I want to be doing next summer. And one thing I want to highlight is not to get so fixated on the outcome. I've talked about this before, which is the idea that we cannot be too fixated on a specific outcome, right? So when I'm thinking of possibilities, again, it's kind of like this dream world where I'm like, yeah, this could happen. Maybe a few months prior to summer, I'll check in with that friend and we won't be aligned anymore. And the exact plan that we had won't work out. And that's okay. And I'm not so fixated on like one specific thing happening that if it doesn't work out, I'm going to be so crushed, so disappointed, and like everything's going to be ruined. Like, no, that's not how I'm going to go about this. So it's the idea that yes, you have this zest for life. You have, these dreams, these things that you're working towards. But remember that life is mysterious and it's always going to throw things at you that you don't expect. And sometimes the opportunities that come your way end up being better than you could have even imagined, right? And sometimes things are so unexpected. But this idea that I'm taking action now to become the person I want to be by next summer, when these like possibilities could happen, then at that point, if I'm reassessing the situation and it's not feeling aligned anymore, it's just not gonna work out, well, then I can pivot and say, okay, but I'm still ready for something. So let's just find whatever that thing is, that new thing is. Okay, so I hope this is making sense, but I think it's just so important to have like a zest for life, or to have like something that you're working towards that feels like just out of reach. Like it's something that you could do, but you need to work to get there. And I think that's important because it really does put you in motion to say, well, if I want to make it happen, I need to be the one to make it happen. No one can really do it for me. And if I'm taking those steps toward it and showing up as the person who I want to be, I think that's when things kind of just start falling into place for us. All right, let's get into how to kind of get yourself into this possibility mindset, into this kind of dreaming state where you're able to think bigger. Okay, so I would suggest in a journal, definitely in this journal, it would look great in this journal. In a journal, write down and answer the following questions. Okay, one would just be, what do I love to do? And this could include your hobbies. This could include activities. In general, what do you love? Maybe you love traveling. Maybe you love making puppets. Maybe you love playing a certain sport, an instrument, okay? Cooking. What do you love to do? As many things as you want. Number 2, if money were no object, how would I spend my time? So what would you do? If you could work doing anything, make money doing anything, what would that look like for you? Okay, and number 3, what are my top 3 bucket list items? What do you want to do? What are the biggest things you're dreaming of, things you've always wanted to accomplish or do in this world, in your life? Okay, this to me is a good first step because it really gets you thinking bigger, and we don't always spend time or take time out of our day to kind of think big. And it's fun to dream. It's fun to think of, again, the possibilities. Now I want you to imagine that you've just received one of these things, or that you already have accomplished a few of these things. Okay, let's imagine if you could spend your time doing anything, it would be traveling and making travel vlogs and getting to try all these amazing different restaurants and writing reviews about them. Okay, let's say that that's your imagined bucket list, imagined what you would love to do. Now let's imagine you have that. That's your life. That is already your life, okay? So as that person who's already there, you've dreamed up the possibility, now imagine you're already there. Number 1, what are your habits? What is your day-to-day routine and habits as this person? And number 2, how do you show up every day? You're living your best life. You're living your dream. How do you show up every day? What are the general feelings you have? How do you see yourself? Maybe you see yourself really as someone who's super confident. You show up every day and you're feeling positive. You're feeling grateful. You're like beaming with joy. You're always smiling. You're always getting to meet new people. So you're just building connections and you love it. So now we have to go back to where we are now. But the thing that you keep with you is how you feel if you were already at your goals. So we talked about confidence. We said super grateful, smiling, feeling super connected with people around them. Keep those in mind. And now what you do is you show up every single day. You're present. You're saying, today I'm going to soak in the beauty of this day because this is the only day that I'll ever have, this exact day. Actually, I got a quote on my phone today that was perfect for this. I have this app called Eternal Sunshine. It's a super cute app, and sometimes they just send you little notifications. So the one I got from today: we have never seen this day before, and we have never received all the gifts that today has to offer. That is super on theme with this. So think of, you've already received the thing that you love. You're doing your dream job. Now that you're back in reality, whatever your current situation is, Keep all those feelings with you. Be present in each day, but show up in gratitude. Show up as if you're grateful for already receiving the thing that you're waiting for or that you want to make happen. Because what that does is it tricks your subconscious mind to thinking that you already have that thing, and it's going to start opening doors to make that possible for you. So you need to show up as if you're already the person you want to be. That is so, so key. And to me, what does that look like? So we talked about I guess I didn't really share what it was, but my kind of dream for next summer, it definitely includes traveling, okay, and possibly moving, and possibly not coming back for the foreseen future. But I don't know. I don't know that yet. I don't know the details. Anyways, the possibility that I was thinking of is possibly leaving Canada for a bit, exploring, traveling, etc. Okay, so that's kind of the possibility mindset for me. If that's the case, I know that I'm going to feel really excited and grateful and ready to explore and adventurous and all of the things. So now what I'm going to try to do is, in my current situation, I'm going to try to show up as that person. And I'm going to say, look, I want to make this happen, right? I want to create the opportunities for myself to make this goal or this possibility, this dream happen for me. So what do I have to do? I have to keep showing up for the podcast, keep showing up in other areas of my life, keep pushing myself to be better. Once I have my knee surgery, I got to show up for my rehab, doing my exercises. It's going to be tedious. It's going to be painful. But that's ultimately what's going to give me the freedom to do this. So that's another thing. It's like, again, it lights this kind of fire in you to say, well, if I want to make those things happen, then I have to take action. I can't just dream it and imagine it and then sit there and change nothing about my situation, right? So start showing up as the person that you want to be and the person who's already received the goals that you want to receive. So I think I'm going to wrap this up here. Wasn't super long today. I hope it wasn't too jumbled because I didn't have many notes, and again, I haven't recorded in a little bit, so I'm kind of out of practice. But think of all the possibilities that life has to offer you and that awaits you, because it's so exciting and it's fun to dream a little bit, right? It's just fun. Like, I'm excited about the possibilities. And again, things might not go exactly how I imagine them in my head right now. And that's okay, because I'm not fixated on one thing. Sometimes life throws opportunities at you that you don't even know you want, but then you take them and you're like, wow, that was the best thing I could have ever imagined. Okay? So say yes to things. Keep your eyes open for these opportunities. Don't be afraid to say yes, especially if you get that little feeling. Tune into your intuition. Trust your gut feeling. And have fun. Okay? The possibilities are endless. So that is the possibility mindset. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I'm going to say cheers from my cozy corner, and I hope you have a great week wherever you are, and I will chat with you very soon. Exciting things are coming. Okay, bye.